Hey, what's up, everybody? Justin here with Row 9 Studios, bringing you a brand new segment. This segment is going to be called Real Quick Hits. So let's hit it! Yo, we are back! Anyways, Real Quick Hits is a brand new segment here for Row 9 Studios. And basically, it's me with my cell phone giving you a quick hit reaction, spoiler free, to TV shows, movies, and things like that. If you've been following me since before we started Row 9 Studios, you know that I like to blog and tweet and discuss movies and shows after I get a chance to watch them. You know, what are my thoughts? Is it good? Is it bad? Did they change too much? How was it? So this is going to be a way for me to get that information out to you in video form relatively quickly and very informally. It's basically me holding on my cell phone, right? So, first episode here, we're going to hit Lock and Key, the new series from Netflix, which is based on the Joe Hill graphic novel. Joe Hill, of course, being Stephen King's son, if you don't know that. And Stephen King's son, Joe Hill, was a big fan of comics, got into it many years ago. His dad brought him home a DC horror comic, and it's what kind of sparked him on it. And I feel like I read the graphic novels for Lock and Key like 10 years ago. It may have been that long. I don't even remember how long ago it was. That's how far away it's been since I read it. But Netflix finally had a chance to sit down and make a show based on Lock and Key. So Lock and Key follows the Locke family. You got Tyler, Kinsey, Duncan, their uncle, their mom, and can't remember Brody, the little boy's name. And basically it follows these kids who go back to their family house after their dad passes away. And they discover that this house is filled with magical keys. These magical keys do all kinds of things. The show itself, without spoiling things, because I want to keep these spoiler-free for you as best I can, without spoiling a lot of stuff, it is a relatively fast-paced. The first couple episodes are slow. If you don't understand Lock and Key, or if you're not a previous fan of Lock and Key, you might watch that first episode or two and be like, ooh, this is had some cool moments, but it was a little drug out. Even as a fan of Lock and Key, I kind of felt that. I was like, man, they need to hit this faster to really drag some people in. I would say it's a teenage drama somewhat wrapped up in it. It's not over the top bad in any way, shape, or form. There is some swearing. There's some alcohol situations. There's some, obviously horror and murder stuff that goes on. And there's some sexual situations, no nudity, that arise throughout the series. It would definitely be kind of a teenage coming in of age somewhat story. If you've watched, Stranger Things, it's probably in that same kind of vein. It's, how do I put it? Mature, but not overly mature. So not for little kids, but like teenagers. Teenagers to adult will fit in just fine with it. Anyways, so they start finding these keys. There's changes to the characters. We get different things like the head key. The head key they changed up from the way it works in the book to the way it works in the show, because it wouldn't have made a whole lot of sense the way it works in the book. People climbing into other people's heads. It would have been really hard to pull off well. But basically, we end up getting this ghost villain, Dodge, at some point, and I'm not going to get into too much with it, because again, I don't want to spoil stuff for you too much. But definitely some changes with some of the characters like Lucas. We get a new character, Gabriel, and it's definitely a show worth checking out. If you like mysteries, if you like horror, it is absolutely worth checking out. Again, it's been a while since I read the books, so the changes to the story and the changes to the characters did not really mess me up too much. I know there's some people who are real big fans of the book, real big fans of the story. They've read it a million times and they are not happy with some of the changes. I had zero issue with those changes. I liked this show. It kept me entertained. After, say, the first 2 episodes, it rolls, it moves, it does not stop. It hits you with a nice little twist at the end for even those of us who have read the book weren't necessarily expecting, even though it stays true to the story. So I would highly suggest you go check it out. All right, if you have Netflix or if you have a way to watch it through a friend's Netflix, something like that, absolutely go check out Locke and Key. I would give Locke and Key 4 stars. Okay, good, really good, not perfect. I'd say 5 stars is perfect. Not a perfect show, but a really good show and one that you should really check out. Anyways, this is Justin for our real quick reactions, and I'm out.
Roll 9.